Coming up on World's Greenest Homes. A suburban home in the UK captures the brightness of California living.
This kitchen is so slick and clean. Do you really live like this?
In Hong Kong, an architect's exceptional space-saving solution.
Now I'm always here, I don't move. The house moves for me.
While a cool breeze blows through a unique West Coast prefab.
They use a giant crane and set it down on foundation in half a day.
Join us as we visit the world's greenest and most extraordinary homes on the planet. Welcome to Manchester, the uncrowned capital of the North, birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, and the fastest growing city in the United Kingdom. Now the region is undergoing an eco-revolution as innovative trends in sustainable living take shape in the most surprising ways. Like this modern 4,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home that reflects the sleek, eco-friendly architecture normally found in sunny California. Built in 2008, this ultra-modern dwelling sports an open concept first floor that includes the kitchen, dining room, and living room. The gleaming glass staircase leads up to the spacious bedrooms and avant-garde bathrooms. What used to be a horse paddock is now an unlikely spot to make California dreams come true. Contractor Terry Huggett, his wife Emma, and their son Bailey may live in a neighborhood of traditional Victorian homes, but their house is anything but.
I think the house is a little bit Californian because of influences from Venice and Santa Monica and the places that we like to spend time in America.
How are you
doing, John? You all right?
I'm excellent. I'm surprised I found this place. It's like, it doesn't belong where we are. It's California living in the UK. Does it continue inside as well?
Drawing from progressive West Coast values, Terry and Emma have turned their corner of the UK into an ultra-modern, eco-cool house.
Emma, I look at this space and I see walls like this. All I see is white. Why did you choose that color?
We like the white because it's calming, but we just like to introduce splashes of colour with the table, the chairs and other items like the fish and things like that.
There's so much natural light. I feel like the world's coming in here with these windows.
This place was designed to take full advantage of Mother Nature's natural heating and cooling systems.
We've got the large opening doors here. They're a flush-fitting, system, so the whole window system looks like windows, rather than having a set of doors at the bottom, which we've got the handles on the inside, rather than on the outside, that cantilevers and passes by. And they're a nice opening, so you get that cross-flow ventilation throughout the building.
This kitchen is so slick and clean. I mean, you really live like this?
We've kept the storage localised, so we have got mess, but it's all hidden away.
This space is meticulously designed, including the energy-efficient appliances. The fridge is hidden away, as is the pantry and the cupboards. The recessed cabinetry and fixtures and the gleaming surfaces blend to create a clean, polished look.
The floor space, traditionally you might see a hardwood down here. You've gone with a great tile.
Yeah, we've got underfloor heating on the ground floor. The underfloor heating does run at 40% more efficient than the traditional system.
Each design detail suggests a confident, contemporary self-assurance, and this glamorous staircase is no exception.
This is a slick design. Someone was thinking outside the box.
And we wanted the translucent, sort of space to keep it fluid and keep the natural light, coming in.
This is not only an exciting design choice, but a sustainable one as well. Stainless steel and glass are two of the top recyclable materials in the world. Britain's recycling program processes around 750,000 tons of glass per year.
Emma, an amazing design, but I'm thinking about practicality. I'm a father of two. You've got little Bailey running down here. Like, how safe is this?
At first we were a little bit worried about him, but he seemed to get used to it really quickly.
Up to the next level, where ultra-modern meets retro. The brilliant pendant chandelier was designed in 1969 by Werner Panton, one of Denmark's most influential 20th century designers, and this classic piece still maintains its timeless flair.
Okay, let me see the light. How do we change light bulbs?
Yeah, it'll actually drop down to about 40 feet and then you actually put a stop on it so it'll just stop just above the table and not go crashing into the table.
Now, this probably isn't the greenest feature of this house by far, but it may be one of the coolest design features you guys have chosen.
Down the hallway is the master bedroom and bathroom. This is where style gives way to creature comfort.
This seems so trivial, but what I love is the carpet. You've done a whole main floor on tile, yet Your master bedroom has such a different feel to it.
We just decided that we wanted the feel of luxury in our bedroom, so we wanted something soft and bouncy.
The whole feel of this entire house is about open concept living, and you've carried it right to your bathroom here. Traditionally, you might see a door or two, yet it's pretty wide open there.
I mean, we've actually designed that space so it would carry some doors. It's not actually a design choice, it's actually just a cost choice.
Clean, minimalist eco-design is carried through to the deluxe master bathroom. From the inviting soaker tub to the radiant underfloor heating, low-flow rainwater shower head, and an invisible touch control lighting system.
Gilla, I want to try this. So just touch here.
Yep, that's it.
And it dims, and then and you can swipe.
You can swipe, yep.
All the hidden touch features for the lighting, the fans. Why have you sort of decided to go that route?
It helps you to maintain the clean, sleek lines of the bathroom. That's it.
Oh, now I feel calm, but now it's time to leave.
Emma and Terry Huggett's modern taste and green sensibilities continue from the inside out. With help from architect Martin Bell, they transform their California dreams into Yorkshire reality.
It's two UK boys bringing California to like Mexborough, like a mining town. But what I love about this space is you traditionally don't see plots of land like this.
It was originally a paddock. You know, we've got a couple of ponies down here, a couple of apple trees. Quite idyllic, actually.
But I mean, this site particularly did lend itself to that Californian idyllic that Terry had in the first place.
And those ideas included an eco twist on a favorite classic exterior finish.
To me, this looks like just a traditional stucco finish. Is this the same application?
It's not. The colour's in the system as it's put on. Therefore, then once it's on and sealed, it's then guaranteed for a minimum of 25 years, but generally lasts a lot longer.
Building green, it's all about options, and you've chosen a Western red cedar, which is from where I live, as opposed to building something locally.
We could have bought local and had to replace the material every like 5, 10, 15 years, or we went for the Western red cedar, which generally has a life expectancy of about 100 years.
I don't see any east troughs, any downspouts. How is the water drained at this house?
The water runs down underneath the decking, and then it's actually gathered and stored up in the rainwater harvesting system, which is then located just across the way in the lot.
How much water can we actually hold in here?
It holds 4,500 litres.
That's a lot of water.
The amount of water that we use in the UK, we actually pay for that. So to actually have access to, in effect, free water is always going to be a benefit. What we've decided to do is just use it to water our soccer pitch.
I love that. This family believes that building green is all about spacious, open concept living that can stand the test of time. They're reducing their carbon footprint while increasing their sense of calm and serenity. It truly is a California dream adapted to a Yorkshire reality. When you think of eco-living, what usually comes to mind are calm, tranquil, wide open spaces. But as you'll see in our next story, a green lifestyle is possible in the most surprising places. We're heading to one of the most densely populated places in the world, Hong Kong. Look past the sea of people and you'll discover that it has more to offer than just tall buildings. Surrounded by mountainous terrain and the South China Sea, Hong Kong is one of the busiest port cities. It is also a major business and cultural hub, a cosmopolitan center where East meets West. But with 7 million inhabitants, its most precious commodity is space. And the lack of space is what shaped architect Gary Chang's green philosophy.
I was studying architecture long before I enrolled in architecture. It's a necessity for me because I have to learn how to cope with the tight space.
Following the Hong Kong principle of utilizing every inch of available space, Gary decided not to give up the tiny tenement apartment where he and his large family used to live.
One room for my parents and one room for my 3 younger sisters.
And in typical Hong Kong fashion, they also had a tenant who slept in the 3rd bedroom.
And actually, I have to stay in the living rooms, which is more or less like a corridor. It's a very common scene for most families in Hong Kong. People are living in a very tight space.
A lifetime experience of small space living allowed Gary to create a truly unique, eco-friendly residence. The most surprising aspect of this ultra-hip apartment is its size, only 330 square feet.
Small area, but for us, small area means efficiency and user-friendliness.
And he sacrificed nothing in livability, nicknaming it Domestic Transformer. And how does it work? By using a futuristic sliding wall system. Gary can make any room anything he wants.
The house transforms, and I'm always here. I don't move. The house moves for me.
So what appears to be just a simple wall can be moved to reveal a linen closet, which in turn can be moved to reveal a soaker bathtub and a pull-down guest bed above. This ingenious use of space enables this apartment to have up to 24 different combinations. The tiny space is naturally bathed in a warm golden light that shines through the 3 floor-to-ceiling tinted windows.
Make me feel happy and warm. My home is always sunny, even in gloomy weather.
The tinted glass also serves to softly hide the dubious view, but it's more than just an aesthetic choice.
I practically don't need to turn on any light most of the time.
These windows also help Gary keep his energy costs down. Using his unique sliding wall system, one room can be quickly transformed into another.
Most of the walls could move, so there will be a lot of tracks on the ceiling and wheels on the floor. Actually, that's why I put a mirror there, to make the tracks become less conspicuous.
The mirrors not only create the illusion of more space, but offer an eco-advantage as well. The combined reflective metal and glass surfaces work to increase the light value within the apartment. So a slide here and a pull there, and Gary's bedroom takes shape.
It's very important that the bed disappears, because otherwise the bed is always occupying the most dominant area of the home, especially if it's so small.
After a good night's rest, it's time to head to the kitchen, which is found right behind the TV.
I transform the place for a different function. The kitchen is a good example. The kitchen, in terms of actual length, is pretty compact. It's only 2 meters wide. I'm able to stuff in all the necessary equipments, maximizing the space as well.
Saving more than just space, Gary has used reconstituted stone for his countertops and polished granite for the floors. Both are extremely durable natural materials that last a lifetime. Gary's clever reimagining and reusing of existing space is an ingenious ecological solution.
In Hong Kong, there's always quite an immense amount of industrial waste or waste that as a result of this construction of new buildings.
Inevitably, this ever-changing space makes some unique demands on Gary's lifestyle.
Somehow you need to be really disciplined in order to be able to make it work. I have to set the rules that I will try not to put anything on the floor, because otherwise I cannot move the wall simply.
When Gary entertains, privacy becomes an issue, and personal phone calls need to be made from the shower, better known as the phone booth. To make it more inviting, he added a playful design element, colorful blinking lights. But what happens if he wants to take a shower when people are over?
It's secret.
When Gary designed this small bathroom, he didn't go small with his fixtures.
The space is small, but I want each facility bigger than usual. So like the basin, nothing's big enough for hair washing. And the storage cabinet will be gigantic, I have to say.
But there is one area where Gary deviated from the apartment's theme of transformation.
You may be curious to see why I have tried to maximize space, but I still have this huge wall of city. I think there's a balance, what to be visible and what not to be visible.
There is one room left that Gary still hasn't shown us. The screening room, equipped with its very own hammock. Wedged into the busy Hong Kong skyline, Gary Chang's domestic transformer is a technological marvel. And it also demonstrates the green principle that even a small space has huge eco possibilities. From one side of the Pacific Ocean to another, the Bay Area of Northern California, one of the most progressive places in the world. It's no wonder it's also the leader in cutting-edge green technology. I'm in the San Geronimo Hills. It's a short commute from San Francisco, and the wilderness is absolutely stunning. I'm about to show you how a couple has customized a green prefab home. Built in 2008, this 2,600 square foot home has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and that view. And it was all built in a factory. The home consists of 4 separate single-level modules. The central unit is the heart of the home with an energy-saving butterfly roof, which houses a well-lit open-concept living room and dining area. The module to the right is perfect for taking in the panorama from their master bedroom or cozying up to a warm fire in the den. To the left of the entrance is the ultimate room with a view, a modern kitchen and huge outside deck.
When I hear the term prefabricated, I tend to think boxy, boring. But in this case, prefab turns out to be pretty fabulous.
Partners Glenn Haney and Wing Yu own the Hilltop Woodland Sanctuary that's been nicknamed Breeze House.
We have 3.5 acres, and there's probably 300 or 400 trees on the lot, and we're right in the center of it.
All the trees and the green hills complements the house.
The Woodland Retreat was conceived by green architect Michelle Kaufman. Under her guidance, the couple decided that to best minimize their footprint, the prefab route is the way to go. We're in here and I don't feel that I'm in a prefab house.
It's funny you mention that because most friends who come to our house expect to walk up to a trailer and they come and see this house and it looks like a custom site-built home. All the parts are modular, built in the factory. We walked through, the original model house, and so we knew that was the house we were going to get. And they used a giant crane and set it down on foundation in half a day.
And it's here in this living space where Breeze House earns its name. Utilizing passive solar thermodynamics, the south-facing glazed windows bring in the heat, but the stylish butterfly roof allows the unneeded hot air to rise out.
This room to me just says big bash, big party. I'm sure you guys do a lot of entertaining here.
Yeah, we love to entertain, and this really is a great house for entertaining.
Their stylish modern kitchen has got everything, and it's still eco-friendly.
Okay, gentlemen, who's the chef?
Both are.
They have energy-saving appliances, and their cabinets were made by Scavallini, one of the leading green kitchen designers in the world.
The cabinets themselves actually come from mostly recycled particle boards.
Oh my, that thing's moving.
Double pantry, a lot of space there.
Beautiful.
And for just everyday access, these overhead doors.
Oh, is this ever cool?
The countertops are made of quartz, the most common mineral on Earth. Because quartz is non-porous, it resists the growth of mold, mildew, or bacteria.
Okay, so we established who the chef was, but who does the majority of the cleaning?
I do.
On to the master bedroom. Its minimal design doesn't get in the way of its best feature.
Wow, the bedroom tour, it's much like the rest of the house, very open.
We like it open. We want to take advantage of this beautiful environment behind us.
And with the amount of windows, there's no shortage of light. But because passive solar energy only warms during the daytime, they have a propane stove for those chilly nights.
I see you've got a great fireplace here, which is just great to heat up this room.
Yeah, it's a real nice local source of heating for just the bedroom when we're here at night.
The propane stove has lots of eco-benefits. Unlike other fuels, propane burns cleaner, so it won't contaminate soil or groundwater. And the glass housing allows radiant heat to pass through to warm the home more easily, keeping their energy costs down. There are many great rooms in this prefab home.
My favorite is the library.
Is this bookshelf part of the prefab build?
We discovered early on that the library that was standard in the house wasn't going to hold our books. So Michelle suggested that we have this built in the back hallway, and there we are.
The designer also recommended going with bamboo flooring. Because bamboo grows quickly, it's more sustainable than wood and happily suits the overall style.
I can't believe this is your backyard. This is absolutely spectacular. Clearly, it's got to be one of your favorite parts of this. 50-foot trees. It doesn't get any better than that.
And a very tall mountain. We envisioned being high enough that we could look down on the treetops, which we do, across to that mountain, which is ever present and ever intriguing.
With the forest literally at their back doorstep, Glenn and Wing were determined to have minimal impact on the local ecology.
Well, with all this natural landscaping, we don't have to grow any grass. So no grass to water, no grass for us to cut. We love it.
The couple followed the same eco-friendly approach with their landscaping and garden design.
Glenn, talk about the rest of the plants out here. What do we have?
Well, the plants were chosen for several things, one of which low maintenance.
Because dwarf plants grow very little, there's no pesky pruning, and the plants don't require much water.
What water they do need, we give them with an individual dripper for each of the plants. So there's no waste of water in the intervening spaces around the plants.
This precise approach to irrigation reduces the potential for soil erosion. Glenn and Wing have taken further steps to prevent erosion right where our journey began, the front driveway.
This is a permeable surface, and water doesn't build up and flow off fastly. It permeates the ground slowly. It's a stunning piece of work. It took a lot of people a lot of time to lay some 10,000 pieces of cobblestone here.
So clearly a labor of love for someone other than yourselves. How long did it take to facilitate this project?
Well, there are 5 or 6 guys on it most of the time for 2 or 3 weeks.
Right. Yeah, it took them a while. It was a little bit less than building the Great Wall of China, but almost that.
It probably felt like that to you guys, though. I've walked around this property and I can't find the solar panels anywhere. Where are they?
Well, we love the design of the butterfly roof. Not only is it beautiful, it also hides our solar panels, and you can't see it from down here.
And that's what you wanted.
Unseen power.
Harnessing solar energy means their power bill has virtually disappeared. And if they collect more energy than they need, they can always sell it back to the grid. Glenn and Wing have found that it is possible to strike a balance between living with nature without sacrificing the latest design and eco-innovations.
One thing this house has changed my mind about is green prefab. With the right designer and the right customized details, a green prefab house can be as unique as its owners. As we walk over here, you've carried the open concept quite literally. You've given new meaning to open. You're at one with wilderness right here.
But if you live in the middle of the woods like we do, privacy is already here. The only invasion we have is a group of deer that wander by and watch us shower frequently. There's a family, it's all a family affair.
Yeah.